Hi everyone, Dr. Orna Isaacson here. You guys know that I am a big book geek. I love getting books. I love losing myself in books. I love stacking books on shelves, which I have many of in my world. And I get a lot of books that I don't really talk about because they're useful, but they're not that interesting to other people. But every now and then I get a book that I think is really important, and then I talk about it a lot. So I have done some of these videos where I've talked about certain books that I routinely present to my patients and recommend they read, and I've recommended that my non-patients read them as well. And today I want to talk about a new book that just came into my world that's going to be one of the ones that lives on the top of my desk to hand to patients. So this is The Spice Apothecary by Bevin Clare. Now, I just want to give a disclaimer. Bevin is a friend of mine, but I have a lot of friends who write books, and sometimes I can't even tell people that I've read the books because they're that bad. Often they're fine, but I'm just saying that I'm not recommending this because she's my friend. Although, if she weren't my friend, I would probably still recommend it. It's a really good book. So this is The Spice Apothecary. Now, you've heard me talk about the importance of food as medicine. Food is obviously foundational. It's the building blocks of our body. We need it to stay healthy. We need it to just continue to exist. And the foods that we choose make a difference in our vitality. A lot of people, once they get that dialed in, they still have health concerns. And so that's where I, as an herbalist and naturopathic doctor, start recommending herbs and nutritional supplements. So Bevin, in her book, talks about what I think is really the next level of food as medicine. She's talking about spices. She goes over 19 spices that you probably have most of in your house already. And she talks about how to use them, where they come from, how they affect the human body, how you can use them to improve your health. She has recipes. She's got like 4 or 5 different kinds of pestos in here. And this really can help in terms of improving not just baseline health, but moving toward wellness. Now, this is something that I find really useful for myself because I tend to like steam things. I'm not a big cook. I make things that work, but this is really adding on a level of health that we could otherwise miss. So humans evolved, we co-evolved with these spices, and they have benefits for us that we have evolved to take advantage of. So we tend to think they taste good because they have adapted themselves, or we have adapted them to be more to our palates as a way to get the medicinal benefits. So plants they protect themselves through chemistry, and that chemistry is stuff that we can smell and taste and have our health benefit from. So Bevin does a great job of explaining it in this book, Spice Apothecary, that is available online in all the places. You can get it direct from the author, which is often a really nice way to go because authors don't usually get a ton of money up front. And so part of how they can repay the costs of the time that it takes to write a book is to buy directly from them. So I will put a link in the comments below, and let me know what you think about it. If you have spices that are your favorites, you have interesting ways that you use them in your food, I'd love to hear about it. This is inexpensive, everyday medicine and a book well worth reading. I got it in the mail yesterday. I took it to bed with me last night. I was up half the night and I read half the book. It's really good, so I recommend it. Take care. Bye.